Hey there, I'm Henry. I'm one of the co-founders of Reclaim. And today I'm going to be showing you something we're pretty excited to be delivering to all of our customers and users today at Reclaim. And that is what we're referring to as account settings or account defaults. And it's a really great way for you to deploy the kinds of routines and policies and best practices that you want your teams to focus on. For a really long time, Reclaim has been a product that you can kind of just pick up and use. You can kind of set it up the way that you'd like to set it up for your own usage. As we've talked to more and more of our customers, what we've heard is that they want more control. They want the ability to do things like suggest certain types of routines or set particular working hours or meeting hours as default for their team, rather than the defaults that Reclaim sets, or rather than some of the things that folks set up on their own. Today, we're giving you some really cool ways to do just that. So I'll start by showing you kind of this new page here. This is /account. This is now where all of your existing team settings live. So all of your member settings are here. Your billing information, if you want to make changes to your plan, is here, as well as all of the settings for your admins and join settings for your team. And I'll come back to this in a second because there's a new feature in here I wanted to show off. Really cool thing that also got released very recently are webhooks for scheduling links. We're going to have a video about that that you can check out, show you how to integrate scheduling links into your workflows. So things like your CRM or marketing platforms to sync information when meetings get booked. That's for another video. And then your personal settings are also in here as well. So you can kind of get quickly to the settings that are just for you. But what I'm going to focus on now are what we call our defaults. And this is an area of the product that we're going to be developing a lot, but we really wanted to start with kind of the two most common things that were coming up from customers. The first are the ability to set habit templates that your team can kind of use when they're onboarding. So this is kind of like your suggested routines that you want your team to focus on. And that means that anyone who joins your team, and I'll show you in a little bit when I go through onboarding what this looks like for a new user, anyone who joins your team is going to get these habits recommended to them automatically. And I can go in just like any other habit that I would create. Let's say I said, hey, I want to have a coding time habit that's recommended to anyone who's on my team. Maybe I'll put a little laptop there. I can add a little description. We believe that coding is essential to our customers, and we want to give you time to focus on it. You can set a default priority, really all the same stuff you would set up for a normal habit. And what you can do is save this as a template. I'm not going to do that right now. I'll just hit cancel here and abandon this for now. These are the templates that have already been set up on our team. And in addition to setting up templates here, this is something that only admins can do on the team. Eventually, we're going to have more dedicated roles and different types of permission sets. But as of now, admins are the folks who will actually administer these templates. They can, delete them, they can edit them, that kind of thing. You can also set these things up directly from habits as well as access templates in here. So your team is going to see these team templates. You can see here, we've got the Reclaim logo, and that's because, jumping around a little bit here, but that's because you can now also add a logo to your team if you want to kind of personalize it to your company. You can go in and create more habit templates directly from here. You always have it in this drop-down as well. And now these templates, in addition to all the great defaults that Reclaim already provides, are available to anyone who's on your team, right? So then anyone comes in, they can kind of see what you're recommending. And then they also show up during onboarding. What I wanted to do first was show you the other default setting that you can now customize inside of your accounts. One is working hours. So you can now set a default set of working hours that will apply to any new user on the team. This isn't going to change anyone's existing working hours. You can go change this today, and it's only for new people who join your team. You can also do the same thing for meeting hours. So if your team has a very particular set of times where they like to take meetings, or where you want teams to be taking meetings, or you want smart meetings to be scheduling by default, this is a great way to kind of push that default down into your team. So habit templates and default hours are both available now. They're available for all users on all plans. We really want to make it possible for anyone of any size, any team of any size to deploy Reclaim in the way that they want it deployed, right? So kind of embed those productive routines and those productive policies that help your teams to get the most out of their work week. So in addition to habit templates and scheduling hours, which you can now set at your account level. The other thing you can now do is decide which features you want people to be able to set up by default during the onboarding. Some teams really want people to only focus on things like, maybe they just want people setting up habits and scheduling links in the beginning, or maybe they just want people to focus on smart meetings and calendar sync, right? So depending on whatever you kind of want to recommend to your teams, you can decide which features are accessible during the onboarding. And then of course, once they come into the product, they can still use those features if they're available on your plan. But this just kind of helps teams as they're getting started to really hone in on what the team leader or what the person who's sort of creating this account and recommending Reclaim to that team, what they really want people to be focused on when they sign up. So this is pretty exciting. We're super stoked to share it with you. This is just the beginning of settings that we're going to be exposing at the account level to give you more and more control over how your account is deployed at Reclaim. And we're excited to hear what kinds of templates you create, and excited to see what you do with it. Thanks so much.